I just really noticed a lot of people want to put Oleksandr Usyk in their top 10 pound for pound. I'm going to get my 2 cents on this. Your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boston Clinic. He got 14 fights, 14-0 with 11 knockouts. In my opinion, I get the question out the way. I don't think he's a pound for pound fighter. I think he can trend towards that way. And I seen somebody else do a video just totally, dismissing this guy. I think his name was Great John Boxing. And, that poor guy's soul was very uninformed on the cruiserweight division as a whole. He said it was nothing but bums there. That's far from the truth. Cruiserweight talent is very, very deep. It might not be an American-based type of division, but it's very deep. When you're talking about 1 to probably like 15 or damn near 20, it's a lot of talent there. It's a lot of talent. It's deeper in talent than, probably 90% of, divisions, So to dismiss Usyk and say, oh, he fought his bums, I mean, not true. He fought a lot of talented guys. I mean, well, there are a lot of talented guys at cruiserweight. And, one of the talented guys, I can't remember his name, I think it was from like Africa or something like that. He didn't even make the tournament. Andrew Tabiti is another talented guy who's very, very a talented fighter. I mean, it's a number of guys. The Gluswaki guy, I mean, Hulk was pretty talented at one point. C. Cunningham was up in there at one point. I mean, you can keep going on and on. It's a lot of different talents and fantastic fights at cruiserweight. And I'm not taking nothing away from it and docking Usyk any points for fighting at cruiserweight. It's a lot of talent there. And, but him being a pound-for-pound fighter, no. I mean, y'all can push that if y'all want to, but he's not a pound-for-pound this type fighter, and I think it's laughable that people putting him in that conversation. He has a lot to grow on. Even if he wins this tournament, I'm not sure he's a pound-for-pound type fighter. I just really think he got a lot of things to clean up as far as offensively learning to sit down his punches. He got good footwork. I mean, if he's going to go to heavyweight and be successful, it's going to be because of his footwork and his stamina, in my opinion. But he's just, wailing and throwing punches. And he's 6'3", and he didn't even knock British out or knocked him down yesterday. And I didn't feel British was in any danger of being knocked out at that fight, in my opinion. And if he don't learn how to sit on the punches and get respect and really deliver powerful blows to his opponent, I mean, he might as well forget about heavyweight. He's going to get knocked around. And he's very amateurish in the way he fights, peppering guys with his footwork and just, baby shotting guys and not sitting on his punches. I mean, he's not one of the world's most talented fighters. He's not in the same class. I see somebody have him at number 4, and I'm like, what? He's not in the same class as a Golovkin or Canelo or Terrence Crawford or Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, Inouye, or guys of that nature. He's not in that class, and I don't feel like he's close in that class, man. He's not a dominant force. How people making it seem, and only with 14 fights. Obviously, he got some work to do. He might be a fellow countryman. He might, get coached by Vasily Lomachenko's dad, but he's no Lomachenko in this division. That style works for Lomachenko versus smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? That style ain't gonna work going up to heavyweight. And it's not that I'm trying to knock this guy and his ability at all. I'm just saying I don't see pound for pound right now. I see the potential to be a top fighter exclusively at cruiserweight. And if he wants to be a good heavyweight, he got a lot of things to brush up on. Right now he has the size advantage over a lot of different cruiserweights that I've seen him fight so far. He got a good legs. He got a good athlete. But at the end of the day, I don't see pound for pound special. And I see people talking about, well, Earl Spence isn't a pound for pound fighter, and they turn around and say, well, this guy is a pound for pound fighter. How? Earl Spence has accomplished more than this guy. He's a better fighter than this guy. I know several, fighters, that you can go outside the top 10 that's a better fighter than Usyk right now. And that's not to say nothing. He got 14 fights. I mean, he should continue to get better. But right now, at this current state and point, it's not that I'm hating on him. He's just not a pound-for-pound guy. Everybody want to push certain people and certain agendas on the sport of boxing. But let's keep it real, man. He's not one of the best 10 pound-for-pound fighters. I don't even believe he's a top 20 pound-for-pound fighter right now. But with 14 fights, obviously, he has some work to do. And, obviously, I think he's trending in the right direction to being a pound-for-pound fighter. I'm not saying that he's, going down the toilet. He's trending up. But you just got to let him get that body of work in and get those fights in. And I believe that, one day he could be. But right now, I don't see it. His style is very amateurish. It's very, very amateurish. And he got to learn how to, turn that style into a more professional friendly style, especially if he's going up to heavyweight. If he goes up to heavyweight with that style that he's coming in with now, he's going to get knocked out fairly easily by mid heavyweight. But we gone.